Hello, this is Kelly with Indiana Anchor Plans. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to decorate the last 2 weeks in my work planner. This is a Happy Planner Vertical. And I don't do a lot of decoration in this one. It does need to be a little more functional. But I think next year I'm going to use a different layout. My job's just not busy enough for a classic size, but it needs to be a little bit bigger than a mini. So haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do for next year yet. I may go back to just the cheapies from Amazon for next year. Okay, let's see. I pulled out Kellofaplan's I Love Fall. Since I don't do a lot of decor in here, I was going to use some of the sets that I've already used from so far. Let's see. Because I don't need a lot of deco, so let's use this one. And that page fell out. Okay. First off, let's white that out. Okay, so what I typically do, what I had been doing was putting 2 bullet points here, a checklist here, and then decor down here with 1 bullet point for the days that there are birthdays. But I forgot to bring home my birthday list. So I'll just have to add those later. But I figured if I just use the same sticker book for the whole month, then I can just take the sticker book to work and add the birthdays in. So let's see. And she doesn't have any quotes at all in this set. And I do need a couple bullet points there. So let's see, let's just use that there. I use this section for vacations. So if my coworker or one of the supervisors is on vacation, that's what goes there. I was using this for a notes section, but I don't end up using that. So not any sense in continuing to do that. So thinking maybe if we take all of these leaves and maybe put those across the top and then just put some deco down here in the bottom. Okay, there's a couple leaves on there. Let's do, and this clay tool is listed in always in my description. I love using this to get the clear stickers up. I think it was Amber Plans Her Day is the one that I got that idea from. So let's put that one there. And we'll take this other bigger one. I guess I should have done them opposite. I always tend to do that. I put the smaller one on because I usually work in a Kellofaplan planner and hers are opposite. So she has Monday through Thursday on this side, Friday through Sunday, and the sidebar over here. So when I'm working in a Happy Planner, I get confused. Okay. I forgot to put a load of clothes in the washer. So I ran and did that real quick. And so I'm sure you can hear the washer and the dryer in the background. And if you watch my video that is previous to this one, once in a while I will stop by the organization that is next door to my office and pick up laundry and do for them, and then I can take it back when I go back to work on Monday. So that's what's in the washer is laundry for them. They're an organization that their slogan is changing the way foster care begins. So they have various programs to help foster children. And so they get clothing donations a lot. And before they put them out for the kids, they want them to be clean. Okay. And this is also an organization that my company supports. And since I'm on the stewardship committee, I work with them in other ways as well. Wish I could work with them more than I do, but I used to work with a lot more organizations, but they've changed the way that we do some things, so I don't have the opportunity to work with as many organizations as I have in the past. Okay, I like this. Nice. Okay, so I like this sweater, but it is just so big. I could put it, I guess I could put it there. Maybe put the fire over here. I don't know. Nope, that's too big to put there. And then we have these over here too. I'm not big into the fruits. Maybe we'll not do the sweater and the fire and just kind of stick to the other things. Although okay, let's stop thinking so much. Let's just start laying stickers down. So we'll do that. Let's put this over here. Let's do that right there. I think I'm going to leave the scarf and the boots for whenever I use the sweater. We've got a couple mugs. Let's put that there. Let's do that because I don't work on the weekends, so I don't need that to be functional at all. Let's do that. And then we've got this other mug. Let's kind of move it to the side. And let's do this. Oh, that mushroom's too big for there. Let's see. So is that one. Well, I guess we don't really have anything skinny that I can put there. move. No, that's gonna tear. Darn it. Yep, so's that one. So they are down. All right, so I don't really have anything to put there. I think this candle is probably too big as well, but I think we're gonna do it anyway. Not really what I planned on, but and I don't have any undo, so that is not an option. I think that stuff just seems to be so expensive. I know it does a good job, but my goodness. Okay, so that's kind of cute. Now we need something with a little height over here, since we have that. What do we have that we can use? Maybe this holly. If we take it and put it right there. I know it doesn't go up as high, but okay. Now we've got these little acorns. Let's take those and maybe kind of sprinkle them. Sprinkle them amongst the leaves. Although the acorns really should be on the ground, but that's all right. I think we need another leaf right there. Let's put that there, that looks better. And we only have one more acorn, so we will put it, we'll just put it right there. Okay, I like the way that looks. I forgot to do this on my other spreads. This is just a Pampered Chef pan scraper. And it helps get the air bubbles out. I don't know if it'll help on camera or not for you to be able to see the stickers better, but it does help when you're taking pictures. Okay. Well, we do have room over here. Let's see, maybe we could put the sweater in the middle and the scarf at the top and the boots at the bottom. Let's see about that. Even if it goes off the page a little bit, that'll be all right. I have a fly sitting on my phone. Just wanted to see what I'm doing, apparently. Okay, so let's put that there. Trim that off. Okay, so now let's put that's really not going to work up there, is it? Yeah. I think we're just going to make it work. Okay. And I think that shakes the camera. Okay, well that turned out pretty well. Better than I had expected. Okay, so let's see, do we need to maybe put some leaves down in here? No, I don't think so. I think that's gonna make that too cluttered. Okay, so let's put that back in there. Let's find our boxes. Well, I guess we don't need boxes. We need bullet points. So do we have enough? I need 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, we've got enough. Don't have very many different colors though. I like to put, let me see if using tweezers helps. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I usually just use my fingernails, and sometimes I think it's faster to do that, and other times I'm just not so sure. At the top is where I put my meetings, or if somebody's going to be off for the day, this is where I put if they're going to be off for the whole week. And then this is just my to-do section, and I had been putting checklists there, but I really don't have a whole lot to do on most days that I need to remember anyway. Most everything I do is repetitive. Every once in a while I'll have something out of the ordinary that I need to remember to do. Oh, I ran out of the wheel. I guess we'll just have to go with another green one. Okay. So I think I'm just going to leave the center blank on this one. And I can just jot things down in there rather than putting checklists or bullet points or anything in there. So I'm happy with that one. Okay, so now let's do this last one. And then this is Thanksgiving. So take that off right away. Okay, so let's see what else we have in here. So that's the one we just did, I think. I probably will never use those. Have that, but we don't have very many in that set. I've not used that set yet. Okay, so then we have this set. This is actually the Thanksgiving set, but I pulled the other 2 pages out because I did not like those at all. We have that one. But I don't have, well, I only need 6 bullet points for this week because Thursday we're off and then I'm on vacation starting on Friday. So we could do, so I've got a header box. Okay, so let's just do these. So we'll do, put that header box right there. This is the deco that I have. We have this whole space at the bottom. We can put all of these. This one, oh, well, this is coming out of the book, so let's just move it over. that right there. No, that's not very straight, but it probably won't come up, so it is where it is. Okay, so let's take this big one. And do we want to stay in the lines? I think so. And as you tell, if you follow my channel at all, that I'm not very consistent in posting. It just kind of depends on how life's going and what all I have going on. Because I also work, obviously, full-time and have my sticker shop. And it's harder for me to film when my guy's home. And I don't know why. He's not disruptive. He's not, it just feels different to film when he's here. He's definitely not one that requires a bunch of attention or any of that. So he is definitely not the problem. Put that there. And put that there. Put that down here. Okay. Do that. And we finished that page off. I finished off several pages in this. Okay, so let's put that there. All right, so now let's, okay, so now we have these bullet points. I guess I need to figure out what I'm going to do up there. I don't believe I have any neutral skinny washies. I do have this washi from Kellofaplan. Do you think that would? Maybe if I would tear it? Let's try that and see. For me, it's easier to tear it if I can anchor it on something. And I should have cut it longer so that it'd be long enough for both sides. Ooh. Come this way. Okay. I get engrossed in what I'm doing and forget to talk, so. I don't think this is gonna be, no, it's not gonna be long enough, but I do like that. Let's see if we can just. It's too wide. Let's try this and see if we can match this up. Yeah, that'll be all right. If you don't know I did that, you won't know I did that. So do you want to move it over a tad bit more? A little bit of white off that end. Yep, there's my dryer. Darn it. Okay. I'm going to pause real quick and see if that load's done. Okay, I'm back. It was done. So I've got it folded and waiting on the load in the washer to put in the dryer. Okay, so now let's add our bullet points. Oh, I should have put, let's put that there. That fly is still flying around in here. Okay. So let's see, I need a box there to put Thanksgiving in. I don't know that I have. Don't really have any boxes that I can use for that. So all I have left are full boxes in that set. So there is a, that I think I want to save that. Let me see. Okay, we've got, let's see if we can find a quote for across here and one for there. And then I'll see if I can find some boxes that we can use across there. Here we go. Well, that's still not. Let's see if there's one that's longer. Yeah, he just got home. So you will now hear him in the background. Well, just not finding what I'm looking for in here. And she has them all this direction and none that direction. So let's take this one. So I cut that apart. So now let me see how I need to space it. Don't know that I want it that far apart though. Okay, so now let's see if we can find a quote for right there. That should be a little easier. I need to go through and combine some pages again. Let's see. I like that one, but I want something a little longer. Be the reason someone smiles today. Let's see if that's too wide. Yep, I think we're good. Be the reason someone smiles today. Okay, so I like that. And I'll use this for my to-do section. That's kind of bare right there, but I don't think I have. I should have centered that one. I'm pretty sure that's all that I had in that collection. This is top one. So yeah, that's all I had in that collection. Okay, so that'll just have to be blank. So I will put a Thanksgiving sticker there and a vacation sticker there. And otherwise, this is done. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.